Hey guys, Randall here, BragginRights Precision Reloading. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to review the Mighty Armory decapper and swaging setups that they have. Everybody's been talking about them in the groups, so I broke down and decided to go beyond my Lee Universal decapper, which I've been fairly happy with. I wanted to give Mighty Armory a try, and I'm glad that I did. First impressions, as soon as I got it out of the box, was the quality of everything. The machine work is beautiful. The threads are beautiful. Just everything about it is quality. The next thing is I love their two-piece design for their decapper. The main rod, the way that the top of it's made with the flat on it, fits down inside. Then it's locked in with the cap screw. This keeps everything 100% centered, and they machine these down to where they only have 1/1000th tolerance on the concentricity. That way you are guaranteed that that is going to drop right through the primer hole correctly every time. Their decapping pins appear to be made like a tank. They're lifetime warranty. They do make a smaller pin for Lapua brass, and they're only $2.29. If you break or bend one, they're free. They are completely 100% warranted. Now, I'm going to put the camera on my chest rig here. There we go. Something else I noticed is they actually went as far as they beveled the decapping pin and beveled the rod that it screws into. This makes a nice firm fit, even finger tight. It does have the flat spot if you want to use tools to tighten it with. Unless you're working on a commercial machine, I don't think that you would ever have a problem with that coming loose, as long as you got it good and tight even with your fingers. Easy to put together. Drop the pin in, screw down the cap screw. It's no different than any other die, the way that you screw it in, but one thing that does separate it is how far down the decapping pin goes. Hope you can see the difference between it and the Lee, and that makes a difference on the leverage that it takes to decap the round, especially when you're working with crimp primers on military brass, 308, 223, even 9mm, some 45. It definitely gives you some extra leverage. It makes this thing work just like butter when it knocks them out. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of lube on here. My usual Poly9 2A gun oil, polymer based. Stuff works for just everything. I consider it like the hot sauce commercial. I put on everything. Back to the threads and how clean they are. I mean, they screw in effortlessly. Just beautiful. So now we'll go over here and let's get it set up. It's just like any of the rest of them. They all set up basically the same. We're going to raise the shell plate up. We're going to screw this thing down until it touches the shell plate. And then we're going to back it off about 1/4 of a turn approximately. And we're going to lock down the assembly to the press. There we go. Now, double check and make sure that you have this thing set correctly, which is hard to see on these horny presses. I'm going to do my best. Just off the shell plate. Now again, I want you to see how far down that decapping pin comes. it definitely will not accidentally leave one of your primers partially in, especially on the Hornady press, to catch and lock up your press on the way through. It's just absolutely not going to happen with this setup with Mighty Armory. Alright, now let's try a few out. Got some Lake City here. Crimp primers, military brass, 308. I have to tell you, it definitely works better than my Lee ever did, except trying to hit the bucket here. Seems to present a conundrum with the 308 brass. There we go. Comes out perfect. What I'm impressed about is the amount of pressure that it actually doesn't take to knock these military primers out that are crimped, especially in 308. Lake City's not known to be easy to get them out of. Now, I already tried some 9mm with it, some 223 with it, and just works flawlessly. Now the nice thing is, lo and behold, either A, you did somehow manage the almost impossible to bend a pin or break a pin. Look how easy you change it out. Pull it apart, put your new pin in, and bam, you're up and running. It's as simple as that. So you want to run some Lapua brass, you need the smaller pin. Just have your pin ready, which I don't because I don't own it. Pull it out, take care of your smaller pin, try to knock everything over. I'm human. And bam, there you go. It is just that simple. You can leave it set on a bushing like I like to do with everything I own. For my Hornady press, they all have bushings on them. All the same, this thing works absolutely beautiful. So now, toolless design or this crap, your choice. You know, I don't, again, it would be just a small miracle to have to break one of the pins on the Mighty Armory. They really are built like a tank. We're going to put one to the test. If I can manage to do it. I mean, you can see the dent that I'm putting in that 9mm shell. The idea looked much easier in my head. Perfect. I mean, look at this. I tried, literally, to puncture that, bend it, put a groove in it. Perfect. I want to go a step further, just because I am that way. Pardon my mess. glass on the other side of the building. Again, it looked much easier in my head. Don't think I'm going to be able to do it because I just can't hold on to the situation. I'm going to give it one more college try though. Look at that. That pin is still perfect. Go back over here, put it back in. Alright, said and done. Now, let's head over here to the blue. This is a really nice setup. It can be used on the rest of the AP presses, but it can also be used on a single stage. And the nice thing is, with Mighty Armory products, again, we're back to the tool is designed to change the pin in and out. Now, sets up the same way. You want to put in whichever shell holder that you need. Raise your ram. You'll lock it down. This one's already done, redundant. Then back it off quarter of a turn. Bam, you're set. Now, just like with the other setup, knock your pin, or take your pin, knock out your primer. Here's the best part about it. Watch how fast this transitions over to a swager. Just change out your center rod. Install the correct swaging tool. And bear with me, because this was my fault. I ordered the wrong cap for this press. Still works all the same. Just sits sideways. And bam, there's your swaging. If you want to go back to decapping, bam, you're ready to go. Please tell me how easy that is. Try that with the Lee setup, and then switch over to your RCBS. Whatever brand you use, it doesn't matter. There's no way that it's going to be as simple as the Mighty Armory. My kudos out to Mighty Armory. They've got me for life on their products. Anyways, guys, again, Randall, BragginRights Precision Reloading. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and I hope you like my review.